Good, happy Sunday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your 8 p.m. news and weather. Let's get started. First up, AG investigates deadly officer-involved shooting in Claremont. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
It's Nashua Hyundai with the 2017 Elantra lease now with the even better price of $99. Better yet, lease the 2017 Tucson for only $169. Have it your way with resurrection and service. The Thompson Auto Group.
Adam and Charisse, not a lot has happened since I last saw you both at 5, but I will take a step aside so you can take a live look at this hour. As you can see, again, this portion of Congress Street remains blocked off, and crime tape is still up around house number 53. Authorities say there will be a thorough investigation into what happened here. According to the Attorney General's office, an early morning 911 call to a home on Congress Street in Claremont turned into a confrontation with police.
A little before 5 a.m., I heard 3 gunshots. Made me nervous. I didn't dare turn any lights on because I didn't know if there was somebody around the neighborhood running, and it was very nerve-wracking.
The AG's office says 25-year-old Cody LaFont was killed. Right now, they're not commenting on what led up to the shooting.
Just like every other case, it's an extensive investigation that just started in this case.
Crime tape was put up around 53 Congress Street, where investigators could be seen taking pictures and collecting evidence.
We provide detailed written report that sets forth all the information gathered, as well as our legal conclusions as to what, if any, criminal matters should be brought. This case is no different than any of those other cases that we deal with.
Right now, the AG's office isn't saying if any video was recorded during the incident from either a dash cam or body camera.
To the extent that anything along those lines we have, ultimately it can be released at some point in time.
Meantime, neighbors say they're upset this happened so close to home.
You see so much on the news, you don't think it's going to happen on your street or in your town. I just feel sad for what happened. I feel sad for the police officer.
The AG's office says this was an isolated incident and the people living here are safe. An autopsy will be conducted on Monday. Live in Claremont, Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Harvick wins NASCAR race at Loudon for the first time in 10 years. Kevin Harvick won Sunday at New Hampshire to earn a spot in the second round of NASCAR Sprint Cup playoffs, pulling away off a restart a year after a late loss at the track. Harvick ran out of fuel late last year to lose and faced a win or elimination race the next week at Dover. Harvick railed for one of the biggest wins of his career to survive another round. Hudson police seek help in identifying credit card fraud suspect. The Hudson Police Department is looking for a suspect believed to have used a stolen credit card at a Walmart in Hudson. Police released an image of the suspect who is believed to have purchased 4 gift cards with a stolen credit card on August 21st. Hudson police are asking anyone with information to call the police department at 603-886-6011 or the crime line at 603-594-1150. Stay with the Riley King Network for updates on this story, and here's a photo of the suspect. If you recognize this suspect, call the Hudson Police Department. Hillary Clinton to New Hampshire on Wednesday, her first visit since Democratic convention. Hillary Clinton will return to New Hampshire next week, her presidential campaign announced on Saturday. When the Democratic presidential nominee visits the Granite State on Wednesday, it will be her trip back since landing the endorsement of Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, her primary rival, at an event at Portsmouth High School in mid-July. Since then, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump made 3 trips to New Hampshire, where 4 crucial election voters are up for grabs in November election. Trump's running mate, Indiana Governor Mike Pence, makes his second swing into New Hampshire on Monday. Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia, Clinton's running mate, has visited the Granite State 3 times since becoming the Democratic vice presidential nominee. In an email release, the Clinton campaign said that their candidate will lay out the stakes of November's election and urge Granite Staters to support her vision of an America that is stronger together, with an economy that works for everyone, not just those at the top. She will also urge grassroots support to continue volunteering throughout the final weeks leading up to Election Day, to get their friends, family, and neighbors to fill out a committee to vote card. Clinton-Trump race on the doorsteps of the debate. The race between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump has narrowed to essentially a dead heat nationally in the latest ABC News/Washington Post poll, raising the stakes dramatically for the first presidential debate Monday night. A vast 74% of Americans plan to watch the debate, and while 8 in 10 say it won't change their minds, that leaves more than enough to shift the balance in an increasingly closely fought contest with unpredicted levels of claims about both major party candidates. When Romney torched Obama. Let's take a listen to the video from CNN.
For 18 months, we've been running on this tax plan. And now, 5 weeks before the election, he's saying that his big, bold idea is never mind. And the fact is that if you are lowering the rates the way you described, Governor, then it is not possible to come up with enough deductions and loopholes that only affect high-income individuals to avoid either raising the deficit or burdening the middle class. It's math. It's arithmetic.
I'm not in favor of a $5 trillion tax cut. That's not my plan. My plan is not to put in place any tax cut that will add to the deficit. That's point one. So you may keep referring to it as a $5 trillion tax cut, but that's not my plan. Number two, let's look at history. My plan is not like anything that's been tried before. My plan is to bring down rates, but also bring down deductions and exemptions and credits at the same time, so the revenue stays in, but that we bring down rates to get more people working.
The question is...
Okay, there you look at the little video clip of that. That does it for the Riley King newscast right here on... Oh, sorry about that, everyone. We're missing it. Let's go to weather now. We forgot. Here's a look on radar right now. As you see on radar, we have some clear skies and some clouds in New Hampshire for this evening. Now let's take a look at your weather on our weather system. Your weather on our weather system. Your wind speed peak is 4 miles per hour, average is 2. Current is 3 in between west and northwest. Your temperature is 50 degrees. Your humidity is 63 degrees. Your average is 2. Your dew point is 38 degrees. Your forecast is partly cloudy, and your pressure is 30.00. Now let's take a look at your next 7-day forecast. Here's a look at your next 7-day forecast. And that does it for your 8 p.m. news and weather. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.